Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're going to roll into a little subtopic in terms of gut health in our series on health condition quackery. And the biggest thing that I hear, the kind of a genre-specific topic, Adam, is leaky gut syndrome. That's the word I hear. And there's some other things that we're going to cover. But as soon as a client comes to you and says, hey, my XYZ practitioner said I have leaky gut syndrome, what goes through your mind?
I would think you're going to turn septic and die. That's always my thought. When I first heard that, I'm like, that's going to be the worst condition you could
leaky gut
have.
I will say there is a little bit of a mainstream backstory to this, in that, if you look at irritable bowel syndrome, irritable bowel disease, all of the kind of general garbage can terms that doctors, gastroenterologists throw at, ill health of the GI system, that is something that was used for a long time. And of course, it is kind of stuck now in that very general alternative health category. But it's like you said, your gut is not leaking. Maybe these people have fecal incontinence or diarrhea, constipation, back and forth, that kind of thing, and that's why they called it that. But I'm like you, let's find a better term than that.
Yeah.
But what is it? What is it? When clients come to you, what are they actually describing in terms of symptoms?
Yeah, so, it's so broad that it can be any kind of GI disorder. So that can definitely be a problem, just because, just like I had mentioned, when people say, oh, my hormones are off, leaky gut can just be a broad, well, my digestion's off, or sometimes say I have inflammation of the gut or something of that nature. So it's not really anything that specific, but like you said, it could lead to IBS, Crohn's, or maybe something like SIBO or something like that.
So you're making me think. I don't know if we have a series on all of those different types of digestive conditions. If we don't, we should do that, because from Crohn's to colitis to ulcerative colitis to toxic megacolon to SIBO, all of those things, there are a lot of things that are legitimately an issue. But for today, let's stick to the symptomatology, which people generally will start with pain and bloating. You and I were speaking to one of your clients who, because she switched kind of a vegan plant-based diet, and all of a sudden everything is soy and tofu and this and that and soy protein powder, just, all of a sudden she looked like she had swallowed a basketball. Literally sent us videos and pictures of her gut just distended like she's 7 months pregnant. And I'm like, yeah, that's real. But it's not because there's something wrong with your GI system. It's that you can't digest the kind of food, the oligosaccharides that you just started pounding into your body. And so a lot of that ends up in that garbage can terminology of leaky gut syndrome. It can start with bloating and gas and flatulence, can definitely lead toward those inflammatory-based conditions like colitis. So now you could be seeing diarrhea. You could even be seeing mucus on your stool or blood in your stool. And now you've got a tissue-level inflammatory condition that can have some autoimmune components. But we'll save all of that for a separate series. Let's stick to, quote, leaky gut when you're told you have that. Adam, I first think let's look at food, like we did with your client. Let's just look at what's happening here. What other things do you consider?
The size of the bloating. So if it is rather large, sometimes it's good to seek medical attention right away. And also just knowing the fact you might not be able to get right in. So if this doesn't clear up soon, you definitely want to be on the way. So yeah, food is huge. Oftentimes the supplements and artificial sweeteners we're having can really have a horrible effect on the body. And that's where I would say stay away from the, fake practitioners out there who are just going to throw pills at it, which can potentially make that even worse. So I think that, looking at foods, looking at supplements, even looking at like what kind of beverages are you drinking?
Mhm. You know, I will. I'll stop it here for this one. But when we continue, because we're going to talk about a couple specific GI issues, I want to come back to why you would even need some medical intervention at some point. So I hope that helps, guys. Again, you got to really pay attention to where you're getting information from and make sure that you have your health as your number one priority. So stay with us, and we will wrap this series up in the next couple of episodes in Contest Prep University.